Usher Raymond, considered by many to be the king of R&B, and for those who may not hold him in such high regard, you still cannot deny his greatness. From his fluent dance moves to his silky falsetto vocals, the crooner's impact can never be undone. Today we take a deep dive into how Usher has had one of the most brilliant rollouts to the Super Bowl that I've ever seen. This is how Usher finessed the Super Bowl. It all started when R&B singer Jacquees proclaimed himself to be the king of R&B. This marked Usher's resurgence to mainstream media, as he has been a bit under the radar since the mid-2010s. Though he's shown up on massive records like Party with Chris Brown, No Limit with Young Thug, and he's had an album, well, 2 albums since then, he's not really been the main focal point of R&B as it regarded male singers. But as soon as the debate started, Usher's name was one of 2, including Chris Brown, that made the headlines.
So my brother, Eric Bellinger, he created this challenge online.
Then here came a surprise performance from Usher. It was his debut on the NPR Tiny Desk series, and it marked his comeback. Usher brilliantly delivered a vocal extravagance, performing some of his biggest hits including Confessions, Superstar, Caught Up, and more. The performance was widely regarded by fans and critics alike as one of the best vocal outings from a male R&B singer of such stature in quite some time. In a music climate where hip-hop became such a dominant genre, Usher, accompanied by Vito and Eric Bellinger, truly put on a showmanship of vocal arrangements, harmonies, solos, which truly made him stand out. After the episode aired on NPR's YouTube channel, Usher saw a major climb in streams and even sales. He saw memes be created from his performance, especially for his watch list on Confessions. We also saw a major resurgence in singers and fans alike taking part in the Superstar Challenge. Then came Usher's Vegas residency. Usher is a showman, there's no denying that. So him putting on a performance night after night in Vegas was bound to gain traction. Every night the set was changed a little bit. He has countless hits, so why not? We saw celebrities from all walks of life showing up to his shows, having major moments that went viral. It's like every night you'd see another post of a major celebrity being serenaded by Usher, or their wives being serenaded by Usher. He really was living the life. He really embodied the "don't leave your girl around me" true player for real. As for real. Celebrities ranging from her to Keke Palmer to Doja Cat, absolutely no one was safe. Well, safe while around Usher. And although the masses were enjoying Usher's showmanship night in and night out, it wasn't until Keke Palmer showed up that things really got out of hand. What was intended to be a harmless dance among peers turned into a massive family feud. A feud in which to date has not ended amicably, but this was promo nonetheless, and Usher brilliantly made use of every second. The date was May 5th, It was Chris Brown's birthday, and Usher threw him a birthday party at the skating rink. The two have always been close, so this should have come as no shocker. But it's the story that followed, which took the world by storm. It was widely reported that Usher and Chris, for some reason, got into a brawl. The reports were that Usher had received a broken nose. However, the day after, both him and Chris performed at his Lovers and Friends concert, and he appeared to be fine, and neither of the two ever actually confirmed there was indeed a falling out.
You're doing the Super Bowl.
Go play with me.
You're playing the Apple Music halftime show in Vegas.
And with the world's eyes and ears on Usher, then came the time. He was announced as the Super Bowl halftime show performer, with a string of videos playing off of his Confessions music video intro, recreated by numerous peers of his and social media mogul Kim Kardashian. It was big, it was brilliant, and the world was ready. Then came the music. Prior to the announcement, Usher was set to release an album, releasing 2 to 3 singles, years building up, including Don't Waste My Time with LMA and Bad Habits, a solo track. He also released a snippet performance of Confessions Part 3, so many anticipated that that's what his album would be called. However, things shifted, and you could sense a shift. Usher then released the lead single, entitled Good Good, featuring 21 Savage and Summer Walker. This track lyrically was on brand for Usher, but it definitely was meant to appeal to a younger generation. He then teamed up with BTS, major K-pop artist Jungkook, a member of the band.
Peace up. Hey, town, down.
Take that and rewind it back.
Good Good then went on to peak within the top 20 of the Billboard 200, and then Usher made another announcement. He announced his brand new studio album entitled Coming Home, which was set for release days before his Super Bowl performance. How much better could it get? Usher then went on to be a part of 2 major brand deals, one of which was Skims from Kim Kardashian. This also came with a special bundle, which was tied to his album. Genius?
You know what? I'm gonna FaceTime him right now.
Go ahead.
We in here. Where you going?
Christopher.
It was only a few days before the Super Bowl halftime show. Then, another video appeared on YouTube. This video starred Lil Jon, Ludacris, and Taraji P. Henson, with massive cameos from people like Wesley Snipes, Anderson .Paak, to name a few. The whole premise of the video was Usher's Super Bowl performance was the following day, and they could not find him.
Why did I come to Vegas?
As a fan of Usher and a fan of R&B as a whole, I'm looking tremendously forward to this performance. Personally, I hope he performs tracks like Lovers and Friends, Nice and Slow. I do expect him to do a couple of the pop records. As it relates to who he brings out, I mean, the number one pick would have to be Chris Brown. However, due to recent events, I doubt that that will ever take place. And then it's Chris Brown also, so the Super Bowl would never actually allow it. I think expected performances will be Lil Jon. I think Ludacris also will come out for the performance of Ye. Personally, I do hope they do Lovers and Friends. And Climax, I think Climax deserves a spot on there. And obviously he'll do Confessions and so forth, but this is a major performance for R&B. So just let me know down below. What are your thoughts on the build up to Usher's Super Bowl performance, and what are you looking forward to the most?